Good Tuesday afternoon. This is Michael Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. I'm going to take a little bit of my lunchtime here to update you on the severe potential for this afternoon. It's kind of sketchy, but it does exist, so I kind of want to run you through that real quick. Storm Prediction Center has the northern half of Indiana, basically north of I-70, in a slight risk for severe weather, with a marginal risk extending down to about the Bloomington to Columbus line. As always, where the lines are on the map don't exactly matter that much, but it gives you an idea that there is a difference in the risk levels. Madison County sitting right on the edge of a 2 to 4% risk for tornadoes. So I put our risk closer to the 2% range, but though tornadoes are unlikely, they're not totally a zero chance. So we will need to keep an eye on that as storms begin to develop this afternoon and into the evening. I think that's our main window for severe here in Madison County. I do want to point out, and I saw Indiana Weather Online had to post something about this too. Just something I'd want to remind you of. These risks are probability of this particular risk within 25 miles of a given point. Just because severe does not happen at your backyard does not mean that severe did not happen. I keep seeing comments about nothing happening, it being hype, really from just a certain handful of people who I may just end up blocking. But I just want to remind you that these last several severe events have in fact produced damage in Madison County, both in northern Madison County and southern Madison County. The central parts of the county have largely been they've been less affected. I won't say unaffected, but less affected. But the fact is, these events have all produced, and so just because it didn't happen at your house does not mean it didn't happen. You should just be thankful that it didn't happen at your house. So, with all that said, the main threats that we're going to be looking for are damaging winds and small to moderate sized hail. And I'll go over none of the weather model data is really doing well with how things are progressing, but I'll kind of try to give you an idea of how things look to progress for us late this afternoon into the evening. So here's a look at the current radar. And the thing I want to point out to you is up here just to the north, like Grant County, on counties on off to our northeast. There is a severe thunderstorm watch up. We are inside of a mesoscale discussion. It's possible that this severe thunderstorm watch could be pulled a little bit farther south. But you can see there are storms going on out here to our northwest. Let me turn the severe thunderstorm watch off real quick. So here's the advancement of this current line of storms. The part that we'll be watching for Madison County will be this down here, just to the north of I-70 coming out of Illinois. We'll see if this begins to develop any severe tendencies as this moves in. I'm doing this video, and it's about 12:40 as I'm doing this video. It's probably going to be closer to 1 o'clock by the time you get it. So this will be even farther to the east by the time you actually see this video. But we'll see if this develops any severe tendencies as we'll be starting to get into more prime time for severe as this comes to the east. Let me switch over to the Lincoln radar just so you can see kind of the view from there as well. Sometimes there are things hiding back there, but it's really this narrow finger right here that we'll watch as it comes across. I just want to show you how poorly all the models are doing right now. So again, here's what the high resolution rapid refresh had. This was the 12Z. Let's go to, I meant to update this. So here's the latest run of the high resolution rapid refresh, the HRRR. And you can see it's totally underdone with this back here. It's underdone with this up here to the north. It's maybe even slightly too far north with some of that, but it's just underdone with this. And so then if we switch and we come down and take a look at the FV3, I mean, way underdone with this. And then one that's kind of been doing a little bit better was the RRFS. It's maybe overdone with this down here and underdone with this up to our north. So none of the data is doing well at all with this with these storms. So, yeah, but if we take this RRFS and advance it across, you can kind of see again it's not doing well with what's up north, but it kind of does have this finger coming through here. This is by about 4 p.m. It would bring a pretty vigorous line through here with maybe a little bit of a hidden meso low there. So we'll keep an eye on this first little finger of storms that come through. Timing things out beyond that really almost seems pointless right now, because again, all of the data is just doing such a poor job with this. Um, the RRFS gives us this long break. Here's 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. before it begins to bring storms back in. But then if we go back and take a look at the HRRR at the same point, it's somewhat similar on the 12Z. But if we come to the, let's see what the newest version of it, again, somewhat, it's really this afternoon stuff they're not doing super well with. But as we get into the overnight hours, we'll begin to see storms they'll fill in better. We've been having a lot of more nocturnal events. And then, so we'll watch and we'll get through past this afternoon little finger of storm, see what it does. And then we'll see how things look behind that, see if there's any severe threat as we get into the 8 p.m. to midnight time frame. Then as we go into the overnight hours, we'll just be watching for more of a setup of training storms, and we could pick up 1 inch to 2 inches of rain by the time we reach tomorrow. And then over the course of the next several days, we're just going to see this boundary hang around, and we could pick up a decent amount of rain over the next 4 or 5 days. But again, we got to get past this short term and the poor performance on some of the data in the short term. So again, here's a look back at the radar as we watch these storms advance across. This right here is what we will watch for Madison County as we get in to mid to late afternoon. We'll see if this develops any severe tendencies, and then we'll see what happens beyond that. There's just too much uncertainty with it right now. But again, all modes of severe will be possible, but the main threat is probably going to be small to medium sized hail. Secondary threat, damaging winds. Third threat would then be very isolated tornadoes. So I just kind of want to update you. I mean, it's a whole bunch of uncertainty. I wish I could give you more certainty on it, but it's just not a very good setup on this whole thing. So I'll update you as needed. This is Micah Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. Have a great day.